Hello everyone, welcome back to Cities Skylines. Now, as you saw a little bit there in the beginning, pretty much took care of that little issue that we were having. Really it was more just about, creating some one-way streets and making sure that traffic was flowing in and flowing out, really in the best way that it could, and then removing that stop sign that was right there to just allow traffic to just exit out as it needed to. Stop signs really just kind of obviously put a major stop to traffic, and when we have that much traffic trying to get out of one area, it's best to not even have any type of stop sign or traffic light or anything like that. Just allow the vehicles to go as they need to. Now today, oh, that's a really beautiful look of that city there. Anyway, today what I want to do is we actually have a really huge demand for residential and commercial. And these two towns that I have right here, they're both at, let's see, that one's down to 1858. This one is at 2382. I'm pretty much okay with those sticking to that amount of people. I really don't want them to be too overcrowded. I don't really need a whole lot to happen in there. So I think we're completely fine with that. I do want to double check our services. I'm probably going to need to add an additional... Yeah, let's add an additional landfill here. And then fire coverage, not the best, really. But, I mean, I think it'll be okay. Police coverage is fine. And then health coverage, we have health coverage over here, but we have no health coverage over here at all. Should be pretty easy. Let's put health clinic in there. I believe I've added cemeteries in to both areas now. Yep, I sure have. I want to say put post offices in the last episode. Yes, we did. We very much well did. Very nice. Here's one of, oh, look at that. How neat is that? PPL. It's great. It's absolutely great. Transporting mail to Rockdale, owner of Rockdale. Very, very nice. Oh, nice little first-person view camera here. Coming on down the streets of Rockdale, delivering and picking up the mail. I like it. Oh, and he just hit a pedestrian. There's a lot of people walking around down here. A lot of people walking around. It's nice. I like to see that people are walking around down here rather than driving or... Well, rather than driving, because we have no other mode of transportation right now. So anyway, this area over here has really thinned out a lot. I think what I do want to do, though, is I don't want this necessarily to be an avenue. Well, we did move the power plants over there as well. I want to get rid of this because this isn't really relevant anymore. It was nice to see at first, but it's got to go. Let's see. That's got to go. It's fencing that was around here. Get rid of that. And then I'm going to upgrade this road to a small 4-lane road. That'll kind of help ease traffic a little bit more. Obviously, so traffic can't go that way at all. Okay, so I actually need to upgrade this as well. That way, that'll dedicate a left turn lane here. And then this lane, it'll turn left and also go straight on. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. Now, I do want to make it to where... Let's go into Traffic Manager President Edition and select these lanes. I want to make sure that these guys cannot change lane as they're coming through here, because that's just annoying. Don't like that at all. And then the traffic here is just going to be just fine. There's actually something that I forgot to touch on in the last episode. So now that I have access to highways, I've actually upgraded these on-ramps and off-ramps to 2 lanes going off and going on. We have 2 lanes going down to a 1 lane and then a 1 lane going up to a 2 lane. And then I upgraded this, or well, downgraded it really to a 2 lane highway. So we have a dedicated right-hand turn only lane going in this direction, and then the other traffic can just continue on. Okay, so anyway, today I think what we'll do is that since we have this such high demand, I want another city. Well, I want another little town, and that town is actually going to go over here, and I want it to be fairly large. Probably about twice the size of this. Now, our next population marker is 6,500, and then after that is 8,500, which is about 4,000 more people, a little bit less than that, but that's kind of what I'm looking for, is having about 4,000 people coming into this area down here, and then also creating a bunch of jobs for them, which is going to end up being this field right here. And this is going to be an extension of Autumn Fields. So just like you can do with other districts, you can actually take this district here, and I want to expand it, and I want it to become, I want it over this whole area, just like this. But I don't want this highway area part of it. So if I just right click, remove that, then it allows me to still have Autumn Fields here and here. I can have it in 2 different spots. And you can do that with other districts too. You can split a district in half and have a district on 2 sides of 1 road. That also helps with, it helps with Old Town policy, helps with managing traffic, and a couple of other things that you can do with that too. So I want to make this whole area Autumn Fields as well, and I think eventually this one will end up becoming Autumn Fields too. It just depends on the amount of crops and everything that we are going to need. So now that we have that established, I just want to get a little bit of a road network done here. I want to have that come straight out. And I think that'll be fine. Both of these, really, this area right here is going to connect to both ends. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. So this whole city over here, this little town, is going to end up connecting to both of these. I have a feeling this population might end up being about 10,000 or more. I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with that. Why don't we take this down to there? And then we'll go... I actually just want to go straight out to the mountain. And then... let's keep the same road. Go down that way. Okay, we'll come down to about, say, there. Actually, let's get rid of one segment. Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing here. This is actually going to end up being an industrial road that starts out. We'll have an industrial road come out to about there. And then switch it to this 2-lane, or this small 4-lane road to there. Now, I don't know if I'm going to actually be able to get this to completely match up. But I think if I have that go to there, that come up to there. And can I have that curve? Yeah, that's not going to work for me at all. That's not curving to that at all. Okay, let's get rid of, say, one of those and one of those. see if I can't get this to... Nah, see, that's not going to work. I think they... I honestly think it needs to be a little bit closer. So let's go... Let's go with 2. Then we'll go to there. And then I'm just going to have to deal with that. Yeah, that's not bad. Yeah, it's not bad at all. I'm just going to have to deal with that. Okay, so now here's the thing though. So traffic is going to come off of this road. I honestly, you know what? We're going to need this to be... What is that? Oh, it's monorail tracks. Medium industry. That needs to be upgraded to that. Yeah, and then we'll just do a regular avenue. I just, you know, I want to make sure that I've got this upgraded enough. Like, I don't want to have to go back through and demolish things and then redo it. And I hate having to do that. I really do. All right, so we'll just have this be an avenue that goes all the way around this area. And then that'll give us some room to build into here. And then, of course, obviously into here as well. All right. So I think what I'll do is, since this area is pretty much being supplied, their jobs are being supplied by the people who live here, I'm going to need people who live over here to supply the jobs that are going to be created over here. So let's create our... first subdivision, actually. I think will be, yeah, I think that'll look nice. Why don't we do this? So we have our avenues. I want to create, I actually want to do some shops first. So with that, let's see, I want to go, let's start here. Have that go in. Come down to there. Of course, that's not going to work. Get rid of that. Take this. Space already occupied. Daggone it. There we go. Okay, so I can go there at least. Okay. So what I'm going to do here is basically create a shopping area right off the avenue. Instead of having shops right on the avenue, people will be able to drive in and then do their shopping in here, rather than having to stop right on the avenue itself. Because I'm not going to have any parking that's going to be available on the avenue. We're going to say no parking, no parking, and then no parking, no parking. Now, in order to do that, if you haven't seen my tutorial video, hit Shift and click, and that'll select everything down here. If you just click on it, it'll just select that one. But we'll shift click, and that'll get rid of parking for everything. We're going to allow parking on the streets here. Well, you know what? No. I don't want to allow parking on the streets. And the main reason for that is because I'm going to end up putting parking lots in here. So if I go to here, and I've got 5x5, I want a 4x4. We'll do a couple of parking lots throughout this area. And then we'll fill this in with commercial. Now, of course, I'm going to need water. And I'm also going to need power out here, too. Let's have that. We'll just connect up to that. Now, the power, on the other hand, that's going to be a different story. Let's do these power poles. We'll have the power poles come down there. And then I want to use these. Dang it. Okay. Let's use... Why is that? Because it's right up against the road. That's why. Do I have... Okay. And it's still not working. Okay, what if I turn that on? So prop and tree anarchy didn't work, but road anarchy is. Okay, good. All right, by turning road anarchy on, it allowed me to do what I needed to do with the power lines here. And then I'll go page up. And then this is just going to go across. Of course, I don't like that it's going at an angle. Can I change that? Yes. All right, so you're going to go there. And then you're going to go there. Is that realistic? It's all right. I'll end up changing it eventually. For now, I want to make sure I get power hooked up to it. Which, I mean, that's okay. That's all right. And then I'll make sure that these power lines, though, let's turn that back on. These power lines will look realistic coming down this right here. That actually does look realistic. By having the power lines go on down the street that way. I really, really like that. That looks nice. That looks very nice. Okay. All right, so we've got shopping here, and then I'm going to do the same thing over here on this side. And then we'll just go like that. And then I think we'll do a small one here. And then another small one here. All right, now. Oh, okay. Now from here, so we have industry here, so I want to keep the industry over in this area. I can do this. We'll put a regular road. Let's do a grass line road. Grass line road going straight in. We'll go in about 12. Okay. And then let's go ahead and let's do some shops in here with a couple of parking lots. Okay. And I think I'll just add a couple parking lots in down here as well. Let's add 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5. Okay. That looks good. That works. Now, from here, I'm going to have a neighborhood that comes in this way. Should probably put a district on this now too. Let's add, let's see, do this. Let's go, of course this is not, this is not in a straight line, but that's okay. I want the district to come around this way. And then we'll go on this side. The avenue, and then this side of the highway. And that'll come straight... Oop, did I just make an... Yeah, I did. I made another one. Did not mean to make an additional one. Alright, this is actually going to be a very, very large district. Okay. Alright, so let's do that. Let's grab you... Alright, so I've got it filled in, and then I went ahead and kind of, you know, cleaned it up just a little bit, made sure it was off the highway, and then took it off the avenue as well, because I am going to have Old Town Policy on this, but I don't want to have the Old Town Policy on the avenue, because the avenue is going to end up being a main thoroughway for goods that are coming from the autumn fields, coming over to here. It might be easier for them to go the avenue rather than the highway. Not entirely sure. We'll just have to wait and see. But I am still going to put Old Town Policy on here, though. It's in City Planning, Old Town Policy. I would do Old Town Policy throughout the entire map. However, there might be a couple of districts that I make that I don't want to put that on. And that's more for, you know, when we get into the large city. Okay, so we've got this ready to go. We have the start of our first neighborhood here. And then I think what I want to do, Grassline Road, we'll do freeform. And then I want to go this way. Continue on that way. That way. And then we'll create a couple of cul-de-sacs that come in here. I mean, they're not necessarily going to be cul-de-sacs because, you know, I don't have any way of really doing that. But actually, I think that looks kind of nice. And then we'll put like a little path to come through here so that people can walk over here to the shops. Yeah, that looks okay. And then let's actually do another one, kind of something similar. We'll go half moon. We'll go kind of straight and then curve around. And then let's go this way, that way. I actually want to go like, that looks like crap. I don't like that. Definitely don't like the way that looks. Let's see. Actually, I probably need to have that go like that. Yeah, that works a little bit better. And then we can probably create... Ooh, we might end up creating a park in here. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't know. I'm going to leave that empty for right now. Alright, so I am going to... We'll put a road going that way. We'll have another road coming out this way. There we go. Alright, so that'll be a nice little neighborhood there. And I think what I want to do is that since these are on such curves, I think we're going to fill the entire thing in. I think so. Oh, I forgot I have the game paused. Haha. Oops, that's why nothing's growing down here. Let's see, do I want to... I guess the big question is, do I want to fill all of that in, or... do I want to kind of leave it as is? And do I mean, do I want to do what I did over here? And that's, you know, kind of, ooh, that's bad. That's really, really bad. Oh, God. Oh, boy, that's horrible. That's absolutely horrible. All right. Do I want to do what I did over here and have them spaced apart? Or do I want to have them butted right up against each other? You know, I think we'll have them butt right up against each other. I'm okay with that. Let's do this. And then we'll fill in... Here's what we'll do. Let's pause that. And then we'll dezone the stuff that I don't want people on. So get rid of those. Get rid of all that. Not entirely sure what I'm going to do with this. I don't know if I want shops to be in here or if I want... Yeah, no, I'll probably do shops in there. It's very possible. But the neighborhood will go to there, and then we'll create a nice little entrance here for it. We're going to have some time-lapse stuff, not on this episode, but probably at the beginning of the next episode, because we are getting into this episode already. I mean, like, the time that it's taken to do this is very interesting. Didn't realize it was going to be this short of a time. But I do like how we have our first neighborhood in here, though. And I think we'll do a couple of parks. We'll put a park in here, small park in there, and then we'll put a larger park in here. And actually, you know what? Why don't we do this? I have the terrain editor. And I could probably go ahead and do something like... Can we create... Ooh, that is not what I wanted to do at all. Undo terrain modification. There we go. Now, I'm sure I can have this go down. But the question is, how far down do I want to go? I think I only want to go down about that far. So we'll flatten that out, because what I'm thinking of doing is put some type of like little retention pond or something like that in here. Let's see, let's kind of dig this area out just a little bit. Just a little. Actually, I think that might end up being too deep. Yeah, that's too deep. Let's raise that back up a little here. Now, I am using a mod for this. I have unlimited soil turned on, but I also have terrain modification turned on to where it actually doesn't cost you any money to do this. So that is something that's very useful, to where if you know you're going to be modifying the terrain in-game while you're playing, instead of it costing you money, you can actually have it not cost you a whole lot of money at all. Okay, this is actually very, very concerning. Water capacity. Here's what we'll do. We'll put this in here to see what happens. It's actually not quite where I wanted that to go. So I'm not sure if if this is gonna work or not. Can I not see? The only problem with this is that you can't really move this. I'm not sure what that's going to do for the water that's right here. I know it's very, very low, but we'll just have to keep an eye on it. If it ends up being too much, then I might just completely nix this whole thing together. It would be nice if I could get some water in here. And if it is enough, then maybe I just raise this up a little. I don't know. We'll see. We'll kind of see how that turns out. But I am kind of liking how that looks, though. A nice little retention pond, in a sense, in there. But, I mean, it works. It definitely works. Kind of want to smooth these edges out just a tad. Make the brush size a little bit bigger. Yeah, that looks a lot better now. Rather than having those jagged edges. Yeah, that's much better. Of course, it'll have to adjust a little, but I think we should be okay. Ooh, nope. Nope, the water is expanding. Crap. Yeah, the water's expanding too much. It's expanding way too much. Hang on. Let's put this back to where it was. Let's undo all of that terrain modification. Because I think the water is going to end up being way too much over here. Just kind of let that dissipate a little bit. And yeah, the water's too much. Okay, so let's just delete that. And let the water go away. I don't know if that'll end up staying in there or if it will completely evaporate. I don't know, we'll see. If it stays, it'll be cool. But if not, then we'll just completely nix the whole thing and get rid of it. Anyway, that was kind of a failed project there, but oh well. Live and learn, right? Live and learn. Apparently ooh, what happened to the electricity? Oh, I don't have enough. Ew. Really? Interesting. Alright, so let's go with regular road. I don't know exactly. Think I can have that there? No. No. Let's just have this road go like that. Get rid of that. Geothermal plant is $65,000. How much does it cost per week? 1,000 a week. Nope. I don't want to do an oil plant. Let's stick with coal for right now. Yeah, we'll stick with coal. Alright, so that's fine. This is actually staying, which I'm kind of happy about. It looks kind of nice. And it's a tiny lake. Very tiny lake. What is this place called? Chestnut Park? I don't like that at all. We'll just call it Chestnut. We'll just call it Chestnut. And we'll leave it at that. Alright. The residential filled in a lot faster than what I thought it was going to be honest with you. Not entirely sure how I like that. I do need some city services, so I am going to need a fire department over here. Honestly, I'm probably going to need a couple of fire departments over here. Let's put a fire station in, say, there, and then I am going to need some coverage here, so let's put another one there. Okay. And then police station, gonna need some coverage over here as well. So we'll do the same thing. We'll put a station right across from there. And honestly, I think I'm gonna put another one there. Yeah, that'll help. That'll really, really help out. Actually, this I'm really, really loving. It looks like the water is going away. If it does completely go away, fine, we'll raise the land back up and we'll just turn the whole area into a park, no big deal. But if it stays, great. But I have a feeling we'll turn it into a park. Let's see. Oh no, landfills and cemeteries have, what's full? Oh, that's fine. That's fine. I should probably look into... let's put a couple recycling centers down. That'll help with garbage processing. That'll help us out a lot, actually. Let's see. Coming back to our suburb over here. You know, we really... not a whole lot going on right now with the city. I mean, we're fine with everything that we have. I should get some education in over here. I really should. Let's see. Let's put an elementary school. See, this is very awkward and odd. Because that's the thing with doing neighborhoods is that your city services don't really go in where they should. You know, you kind of have to place them inside the neighborhood, which is just weird, but, you know, whatever. Anyway, so we'll put that there, and then I think we'll stick by putting the high school... Actually, you know what? We'll put the high school right next to it. Might as well. Yeah, might as well. We've got 2 high schools now. We have a high school there. We don't have a high school in Cresttown, though. I mean, do we really need one? I don't think we do. I mean, we don't really have enough students eligible for it. If people in Cresttown want to go to high school, they can go over to Pleasant Heights. Okay. So we have education, we have... What else do we have? We have all of our services. Oh, we need health services. Alright, so let's do a medical clinic there. And then, let's see, medical helicopter depot. No, we'll just do a cemetery. I don't necessarily want to put a cemetery in here. But we do need coverage. So let's put the cemetery there then. So that takes care of all of our services here for the neighborhood. Which, I mean, it's not bad. It's not. I've designed worse. That's for sure. I've definitely designed worse. I do want to go ahead and put some commercial... Let's get rid of that. I want to put some commercial stuff in here. Now, some of this stuff might end up going away because I'm going to put some footpaths in here for people to go in and out of the shopping area. Why don't we go ahead and place that one in there already. And then before any of this other stuff gets built, yeah, I've already got houses and stuff in here. That water is going away. It will go away eventually. Yeah, I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Because no matter what... Actually, you know what? I can actually put one... I could put one there. Have it go like that. So that way these people have access to the shopping center without having to drive or walk all the way around. And then I think I can do one more. Yeah, I can come out that way. And then we'll just come around to there. Perfect. Okay, and there we go. And we have a nice little neighborhood started up here. Now, what I'll do in between this episode and the next, and we'll probably end up doing like a little time lapse here, is we'll get some decorations in down here, down the avenue, you know, so it doesn't look so plain and boring and awful. And I'll get some decor going here for the front of the neighborhood. Actually, I think as a matter of fact, I can get, yeah, let's do some residential, or not residential, some commercial there on that side. And then I can do some commercial there and there. And then I'll do the same thing with the paths. I'll get some trees, you know, make the paths look really, really nice for people to be able to walk down. You know, maybe add some benches or something like that in there. And then I think next episode we'll focus on putting a park in here, because more than likely that water should all be evaporated. So we'll put like a little park in here and in here. And now we have a huge, huge demand for residential, so we will have to get some more neighborhoods built up. I'm probably going to have a tighter neighborhood coming in through here, and then another neighborhood coming in through here. The bad thing about this neighborhood here is that it's all one. it's just one road coming in and out. And crap, I did get into my farming area a little bit, but that's also why we have the handy dandy tool of this, is to get rid of that stuff. I should be able to do that. I don't know why it's not. Oh, it already did. Okay. So that's gone. So now I can just have my farming industry over here. And then I can, I'll have to get rid of some trees and stuff like that, but we can expand this over just a little bit if we need to. If we absolutely have to, we can do that. But anyway, that is all I have for you guys today. Questions, comments, concerns, you know what to do. Put it in the comment section down below. If you guys want to know more about me, check out the description down below. You can find me on Twitter, Instagram, Patreon, PayPal. You can look all of that information up down there as well. But, yeah, I appreciate you guys and everything that you do. If you want your name displayed at the end of the credits, please become a patron, and you will be thanked for that. But I do appreciate every single one of you guys who help support the channel. Thank you so much. That is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I'll see you next time.